it started 2022 in October, November, where I noticed I had a lump. I was never exposed to cancer. The next day we go back to Dr. and she looks at the results and she says, Miss Ngwenya, it's cancer. And I was like, what is cancer? So then she told me, no, it's breast cancer, it's stage 3. I was struggling. That is when conversations with God started. When I was like, okay, fine, what is this? And how did you decide that I'm the strongest? So I started Googling, and to be honest, I never saw positive videos about it. Oh, wow. Every video that I saw, they died. You know, I never saw women coming on the net and saying, I've been battling cancer or I won. It's been 9 years.
Or something like Converge.
You know, something like
where
that.
Someone is like, look at my hair.
Look at me.
My skin is glowing.
I'm back.
Hey.
I used to struggle, but I'm back. There's a hope.
Yes.
I never saw, like, everybody died. And that depressed me. Oh, wow. And I couldn't put the phone down. I literally kept Googling and Googling until my husband was like, you need to stop Googling because you are killing yourself.
But also you have that thing where you're like, I want to be prepared.
Yeah,
so I need information.
I need to Google and stuff. Then I went back to Dr. Ngobo because I realized that I needed to have a relationship with her because she's a woman and she understands this thing and she studies it and all of those things.
She's seen it before. Yes.
So I went to have a conversation with her and she was asking me how was chemo, and by then it was only a month in. I only had 1 round.
Oh wow.
Of chemo.
Hey.
And I cried. Oh, that doctor has seen me cry. That day, I think I am not a very emotional person. I don't like to show my emotions.
You're boys. So,
yeah. But you know, that moment I just felt like I cannot hold it together anymore. Okay. I don't want this thing. And I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Why is this thing happening to me? Like what? Like what? What now? And I cried, and she told me this thing. You know, like sometimes you go through things in life, and as much as it sounds like cliche, but God does put people in your path. He never just leaves you high and dry.
That's one thing I've learned, right? That for every journey, it might even be people you dislike. But God is going to say, this is the person suited for this.
For this
and for every, exactly. And you might never see them again.
Yes.
Because their purpose is served.
It's served.
Yeah.
So I just went there and I cried. This doctor said to me, you know what, Phenyo? There's 2 women here. They both got the same results. Yes. One will die in 6 months and the other will survive. And the one that dies is the one that accepts it and takes it
and resigns to
it, you know, and
just it is what it is.
It is what it is. The other one that fights will survive. And she looked at me and she said, which woman are you gonna be?
And there's no middle ground.
There's no middle ground.
That's gonna die slowly.
And you know, the thing is expectation as well. When I was crying and I was, crying and
pouring your heart out,
I expected a hug, like woman to woman. What is this? It's gonna be fine. Even a tear from her. I expected something, but she was so firm. And I think that looking back in that moment, I needed that. I needed her to be firm.
Because if she called on you, what was going to happen is you're going to be like, and always needing that.
And always
but now, that. Like Papa was very compulsive. He didn't say, so what are we going to do? He was like, it's going to be, I mean, in that one sentence where he's saying, remember your name. For me, what it says is, there's going to be a point you might forget. So don't forget. Hey,
remember who you are. So, like, she just told, and she was so firm. And she asked me, which woman are you going to be? And I remember saying, I'm going to fight. And she
through the tears.
Through the tears, I'm going to fight. Then she looked at me and she said, you are not ready to fight. You're going to fight.
Oh, wow.
And I started wiping my tears like like a little baby. Yes. When they now realize that, no, I'm not going to get cuddles here.
Yes. And then they're like wait, let me go look for my toy.
I'm wiping my tears. I'm like, no, I'm going to fight. I have 3 kids. I'm going to fight.
Yes.
Then she just looked at me and she said, okay, let's fight.
Oh, wow.
It's gonna be a long year, but let's fight. And from that day, I stepped out of my office and I said, Lord, because as a Christian, I'm a pastor's child. You find out about bad news, it's the devil.
Yes.
No.
Yes,
The devil is attacking you.
Yes.
Now you need to
And you
pray.
bind the devil.
I must fast.
And
I must.
yes.
And the devil is so far, he's busy. He's busy with his things. He's probably even looking back like, no,
What did I do?
I'm not even there. So then when I got out of that session with the doctor, I said, you know what, Lord? If I say that I am a child of God, I understand that the devil should not even have me in his books.
Yes.
I am not registered to him. So I understand that I am your child.
Yes.
And this is a challenge that you want me to face. I don't know why. I don't know for who. I don't know what I'm blocking with this thing.
Yes.
Maybe you saw that if I went through this, it will block 1, 2, 3 in my life. That was bigger. And that would have destroyed me. So I'm going to take on this challenge. Let's go. And I will see you at the end of this tunnel.
Definitely.
With my metal.
Definitely.
Waiting for me.
Definitely.
I said, let's fight. Let's go. It was not easy. It was not easy. I made a pact with my husband that night. I sat down with him and I said, Lavi, we are going to go through this. God said to me that you are going to go through this. And I said, I am willing to go through it if you promise to be there with me.
Yes.
And I spoke to God and we had an agreement. I need one thing from you. If, if I ever go down and with my, there's some, today I said I'm not going to go. I didn't even bring tissues.
Me too. That's why it's like what?
So I said, if I ever go down that rabbit hole, I need you to pull me out.
Yes.
Just make sure you pull me out.
Remind me. Yes.
No matter how harsh you need to be, pull me out. That's
Amen.
one favor that I need you to do for me. And he said, okay, fine. I went through the 4 rounds
With the red devil.
with the red devil.
Yes.
I lost my hair. I took it upon myself before it all fell down. I said, no, I'm just going to go cut my hair. I'm going to take it.
Like I'm not waiting for you to
I'm not going to wait to be traumatized.
Yes, I'll take charge.
Yes, I'm just gonna go cut my hair. Then I did my chest sculpt. And the day I came back from the salon, my mom asked my dad to cut her hair as well, so that we can be twins. After she came back from the hospital and we came
Yes,
here
yes,
and
yes,
everything.
yes, yeah.
So then I cut my hair, my eyebrows started falling. So you literally have no hair everywhere. Your eyelashes, your eyebrows.
Even the eyelashes.
Everything. And I thought that it was impossible because you grow up knowing that your eyes don't function without you.
And you're told,
like it's
you know,
painful.
when you're playing with your pulling it, then they say if you don't have those, even insects will go into
Yes,
your eye.
you grow up knowing
Yes,
like fishes don't close their eyes because they don't have. So now everything is falling
All
off.
the village sides.
Everything is falling off. Armpit hair. Anyway, when you grow hair, it's gone. Like in a month's time, you are as clean as ever. You are as clean as ever.
But I'm sure you'll be like, oh, nice, you know.
Yeah, like some parts with
Yes.
I enjoyed those kind of things. So then, so that's the change. Like you just lose your hair. The other symptoms that you go through, but it differs. There's a whole list.
Yes.
It differs from person to person. I went through hair loss, obviously. I think every patient
Yes.
goes through that
Yeah.
one. I went through constipation. Cancer patients, the constipation is not the same as yours when you did not get enough water in your system. Ours is 100% painful.
They
No, not ours anymore.
Theirs, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's worse.
I can imagine. Because I had that when I was pregnant. It was the worst thing.
Like you would pray for number 2. You would fast for
Yes.
like something so simple that you don't take
Yeah.
seriously. You would pray for it. So constipation as well. I did not lose so much weight, and I was scared of that. I think I looked at pictures of people that had it, and I thought I was gonna go through that. I did not get too dark, Some patients
Yes,
have
where it burns the
yes,
skin.
like dark
Yeah.
skin here. Your nails become a bit dark. I experienced that at work, so they become blackish.
Yes.
And nausea.
So this is all from the treatment, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
when you're going through chemo.
Yes.
Nausea, I also suffered from my nails. They all disappeared. Like they lifted and they went out. Like they lifted. I also learned that I have a nail bed. I did not know that. To show that I lived in my own little world, I did not know all of these things.
Like, you know what? If it's there and it's fine, you don't have to worry about it.
So apparently, we have a nail bed. So chemo eats at your white cells, like the cells that produce your hair, your nails,
Yes, yes, yes.
because it destroys them. You find that your nail bed rots. It becomes liquid. You know when something rots and you're looking at it and it's now liquid. Those were my fingers and nails. So when you would look at my nails, you would literally see underneath them because it was a hole. Because my nail bed was destroyed.
You know, and the nail is gone.
And the nail is gone. And it had a stage to it. Like I was literally rotting alive. And I had a smell to it. And chemo also has a smell. Like people don't understand. I actually saw this on social media. This woman was battling cancer as well. And she was like, what people don't talk about, chemo has a smell. We don't smell good. It
I guess
has
all
a
the
smell.
chemicals
Yes, the
that-
chemical.
yeah.
Even your bedding has that smell.
Because imagine you've seen like if you wash your let's say your clothing or your dishes and you use a strong detergent, that
The smell.
is gonna stay. Now imagine if this is going inside your body.
And because we sweat, we sweat a lot. There's a lot of hot flashes and stuff. So obviously your pillows, your duvet, will smell like that. I don't know how my husband slept with me for 12 months in the same bed.
I think like what you're
All
saying
those
is that for
things.
seasons, right?
You know?
If let me tell you, so let's say now, right, you go and you get a perm on your hair. The first night is not telling that your perm is smelling. But for that season, he was equipped that you know, yes,
It's love.
he was equipped and it
I tell you, like, it's so that's the process of chemo, the side effects. There are many of them, and they're different from
Yeah.
each woman. So I did. So from Feb until I think my last chemo was in September. Yeah, my last chemo was in September, somewhere there. And then I had to do a double breast removal. There's a term for it, mastectomy. Yes. Yeah. So after my oncologist, then I had to go back to Dr. Mob because she's a breast surgeon.
so all this time when you're doing the chemo were they now destroying that lump because
No, it was shrinking. Because you would go, they measure it again, they fill it, how far is it, and so every time you go, the process of chemotherapy for me was before you come in, you need to go get your blood drawn. They need to check if you're still good to take it. Your iron, your vitamins, they check a lot of things.
yes.
Then if you are good to go, then the next day, not 3 days after, the next day you come for your chemo.
Yes.
So if the results, if you get there, I used to take my blood on Sundays.
Yes.
After church.
Yeah.
So Monday I would get my results at my college. So if I get on Monday and they say no, you can't get it. Your blood is, then I have to go home. I can't get the chemo.
So basically
So now it's prolonged.
So it's, I'm just trying to think of the mental challenges that comes with it, right? Because you're not feeling well, but you can't even indulge yourself. Because if you indulge yourself and your body reacts to it and your blood pressure is high or low,
Your iron.
it even makes you unqualified for the
Get
painful
the
treatment.
For the painful treatment. But thank God, with me, like I said, Lord, I decided to say, you know what, Lord, if you go through this thing with me,
Yes,
I am willing.
Yes.
I prayed when I started that, okay, Lord, I'll go through it, but we need to speak.
Yes.
I will not be admitted to this journey.
Yes.
Because patients do get admitted because their bodies give up through this journey. All my blood work will always come back amazing. because I don't want to prolong this thing.
Definitely.
We are gonna do it in a year and we're
And
gonna
be done. Yes.
with it. And my body will bounce back. I know I'm gonna be down for a week or so, but after that, I'm gonna be
Like
normal.
it never happened.
I wanna be normal.
Yes.
And whatever that I'm gonna face with the side effects, when are you gonna make sure that it is the minimum?
Yes.
And not
It's
the
temporary.
maximum.
Yes.
Yes. Of the experience. And I was so blessed that I got exactly that. So with all my blood work, everything happened the way it was scheduled.
Yes,
There was no hiccups. I was never
yes.
admitted. And all because your heart will break when you get chemo with someone on Monday. Then the next Monday you're supposed to get it with them and they say, no, she's actually at the ward. She's been there for a week.
Oh no.
Like her iron, it's like she's just going through it. You know, and you're like,
Now that's a delay.
you know,
That's
that's a delay and all of those things. So I was actually blessed, and so yeah, so that's the process. You do your blood work, then you get your chemo. For me, a week I was out.
okay.
Like I was struggling. After that week, then I start feeling like myself. Your taste buds they change. When you eat, you feel like you're eating cardboard. Your whole mouth, the whole system of your body
Oh wow.
has changed.
Yeah.
You know, but I also want to encourage or put some type of encouragement that yes, we do get sick. Yes, we do face things. But for me, another thing that was important for me was that yes, I am facing this and we are doing it as a family. I know I'm gonna come out of it.
Yes.
I know I've already established that I'm gonna come out of it. Even mentally, I wanna come out of it healthy.
Yes.
But it is also important to me to have my support come out of it mentally healthy
True.
as well.
And not have them stay back.
Yes.
Or stay with that trauma that now I'm
Exactly.
functioning, I'm healed.
But they're still there.
But they are now in that
Yes.
fear.
So what I told myself is that yes, I understand I won't be feeling, but I'm giving myself a week.
Yes.
And once I feel good, I am not gonna milk it.
Yes.
I think that a lot of patients maybe cancer may do what you know how sometimes you get sick, you wanna milk it for the whole year.
I've seen it. I've seen that with, with pregnancy. Like someone will be pregnant. I've had some symptoms where I'm like, okay, now I can't tell a man that this is not possible. I had a cousin, you said that the baby doesn't want a bath.
So you see the trauma that and how difficult you make it for people that are supposed to support you. Because now it's a week. Yes, my husband understands that he needs to take care of everything.
Yes.
And he's still working.
Yeah.
Like remember, I have been a housewife, so I'm not working. So he still needs to make the money. There's still kids.
For the livelihood.
Yes, there's still kids.
There's
the
kids,
house,
the house,
there's
the
the house,
treats
there's
and
everything.
everything.
There's
Yes.
meetings and stuff. And he is juggling all of these things for a week. But then I feel good and I'm still dragging it.
Just Netflixing.
Yeah, like I'm still like, when it comes, like, that's trauma. That's trauma for them as
That is
well.
true.
So I needed to tell myself that you cannot be selfish. So that's how I helped my support system as well. Because they knew that, okay, when she comes back this whole week, it's fine. I need to drop the kids, do scarfing. But once I was good,
Then you were going up.
I was cooking, cleaning. Even if I took breaks in between, but I made sure.
But then now you there's someone who was handling
Yes.
it. Yeah.
If I could fetch the kids, I would fetch them. You know, stuff like this, just to make things easy for him. So that's the journey like that we took for 12 months, like almost a year. Then after August, when I was doing, I think I got my last chemo August, because I remember I got it a week, 2 days before my mother-in-law passed away, and I was due for my last round before I had my surgery to remove my breast. So we were sitting there trying to get my last round, and the car was packed because after that we needed to go to Mpumalanga to go organize the funeral. And organizing the funeral, it was just me and my husband organizing everything. So I took my last round, got in the car, and we headed out, and I just said, Lord, give me strength, because I know it's the week where I'm down, but I can't be down this week. So we did that.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
No, it's fine. It's life. She's with the Lord.
Amen. And you see, like what you said in the beginning, right? Where I think more often than not, it's easy to feel sorry for ourselves, to be in the moment. But what happens is life is still going on.
Life goes
So,
on.
yeah, life is going on. So now, you know, some people might have missed that funeral. And yet it's the last chance for you, for your husband to say goodbye to your mother.
And we did not have a choice. Like we were organizing it. So as long as we're here, we can face anything, okay?
And you see, like what you're saying, that you look around. You see, the enemy is crafty. So he's not original, but he's crafty. So he will make sure that when you Google, you're gonna find the best stories.
The negative
You're not
things.
you're not finding, you know, like this session. Because imagine someone who just found that yesterday, and they find the story. Now
They
they
say, no, I'm not gonna die.
yes, now they know that I just have to gear my mind.
Yes.
Have the right people around me, and that's it.
Because I never even saw that in the oncologist office. I never saw patients that were looking good, like took a shower, it was just coming in for treatment.
For checkups.
And everybody was like, we all look like we are dying. There was no hope. There was no hope in that office.
Have you ever thought of going back there?
I have thought about it. I even spoke to the doctor to say, I think that we need to have a meeting to even change the setup. Because you enter those doors and everybody's bold, number one. So imagine being a young girl, because now even cancer can affect a 20-year-old,
Yes.
and you're walking in there. And the first sight is us being bold. No eyebrows, no eyelashes, no nothing. Some people are being wheeled in with wheelchairs, and they are slumped over and they are bald. Even this other lady was even crying when I was getting my treatment, and she was young. And you can see that she's the slay queen. But now she had this thing to battle all of a sudden, and she walked in there, and I remember her saying, I will not do this, I'll rather die. Yes, this is why people have this.
You know, so I was saying, like, in terms of just, you know, giving hope, that imagine in that office, we go back, you know, we make it pretty. We go to Phenyo, we get our bell, even the Chanamo, get our small bell, and we put like this mirror, right? And this mirror can have different hairstyles. So you know how when we were kids, and there were these cutouts,
Okay.
where you would have the body, right? And then you would have different clothes.
Outfits, yes.
Yes. So imagine you do that with hair. So it's like a little challenge, you know, like a person when they go in, they can start imagining themselves. Like, imagine if I had dreadlocks or I'm a brunette. Like, to just find joy in it.
And even the atmosphere, man, they must really work on that, because I don't believe it's only that office.
Yes.
I haven't been to all the offices,
Yes.
but even the atmosphere, because it's sad.
Yes.
Like even the air is sad. I think because we are black people, you know how we are. You walk into a room, once you greet, we're all friends.
Yes,
You can
yes,
talk
yes,
about
yes.
it.
Now we're talking about this, or you're coming from work and
Coming from
we're
work.
eating this, yes,
You
yes,
see,
yeah.
But for some reason, the environment, I don't know if it's the medication, because it does make you sleepy.
So a lot of people are feeling a bit
Yes,
defeated.
they just, you know, like, I don't know, but I also think that even maybe they should get us as past patients to
Yes,
come
yes.
in and maybe sit with the patient that is
Just,
getting it.
you know, vibe it a little bit.
Yeah, like just let me just be here to talk to you. Let's just talk about nothing while you're going through this drip thing. You know, the treatment. You know, because sometimes I wished I had that when I was sitting on that chair and it's hours, because you get in the morning maybe at 8 and you leave at 3. You know, you're
That's
there
a
the
whole
whole
day,
day.
yeah.
You know, I wished I had someone that would just come and talk to me. You know,
Someone to come irritate you.
yes, like someone to just be on my case until I fall asleep.
Yeah.
Then when I wake up, you're there. It's been, oh, you've been napping. Now you're awake. You know,
I think you have an assignment.
stuff like that.
Because, you know, I've seen this happening in the children's hospitals. You know, we see this on TV as well. Like, some people go to an elderly people's home and just play games
Keep you
with
there,
them.
keep them company.
Yes.
and,
So I'm thinking, imagine if all the people have recovered and all the other
back,
women,
yes.
because this is really the point of Converge. We are saying as women, we can do so much more for each other. And with this, you don't even have to be qualified for it. You can be 20 years old, you can be 80 years old. But imagine we have this roster that for 1 hour in the day, they know someone is going to come. Someone who can't make stupid jokes, someone who can't paint their toes.
But you know what the
whatever
funny
it
thing is?
Yeah.
I've joined this group in Steve because I just forgot the name because I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah.
But public hospitals in the oncology sector, because I've been to the oncology sector,
Yes.
I think they're doing much better than private
the private
hospitals.
sector, really?
Like than the private hospitals, because like obviously it's different worlds.
Yes, yes, yes.
The private hospitals, they want to protect their image so much that they don't let outsiders in most of the time.
Okay.
Maybe it's also the patients because they want to be more private. You know,
Yes.
this is my thing.
Yes.
Like I'm fighting.
Like it's my
give me
journey,
privacy.
yes, yes,
You know,
yes.
that's why I'm here. That's why I'm paying the bucks because I want
the privacy, I want the
don't
peace.
but
Yeah.
in public hospitals, because they do have such a program
Really?
where you can go in. It doesn't matter in the oncology because I went to the oncology.
Yes.
But you can go anywhere, spend time with them. When they're eating lunch, you sit down with them, you talk to them while they're there. So they do have such programs where they welcome people to come in and help.
So there's hope. Because if there's already a blueprint, now it's maybe just getting that approved. And I'm sure it's not a big issue because let's say for example, we go to the hospital, the private sector, right? And you have a quick chat with them, can you ask your patients? So obviously there's some forms that patients have to
It is a
sign.
whole process. Like I tried that in the private sector because I was like, okay, before I went to the public, I
Yeah.
said no because I'm around a lot of private hospitals.
Yes.
Let me go here because it's closer.
Yeah.
But you were told, please send the manager an email. Please come here.
Send a proposal.
Yes, send a proposal. Come on Tuesday because you must understand that it's a name, it's an image. So if you say Phenyo's private hospital, it's Phenyo's image.
Yes, yes, yes,
She must make the decisions that do I want people coming in and out? How are we? So the process is longer and more difficult
I know.
than the public.
I wish maybe if they had one of their staff, maybe the receptionist, maybe she brings games or even a quiz or something.
But also, I think it's also the patients. Like I'm saying, private, you are buying into a certain image.
Yes.
It's like a hotel. You know that I'm going to have privacy. Nobody's going to be bothering me
So if
when
someone
I'm
comes-
sleeping on my bed.
If someone comes to offer you a magui,
Yeah, like now
It's a 5-star.
You are sleeping in your room at the private, then the curtain opens. Hi, ma'am. And you're like, what's my privacy? What do I
that's
pay
true.
for? You understand? So I think it's also those.
it's a give and take. But what I'm also gathering in is we all have a role to play, right? One, even in making sure that there is information out there, that people are becoming knowledgeable and educating people on what this journey means for the person who's affected and for all the people who are affected by the whole process, right?
Infected and affected.
That is true. Yes,
I'm infected, but my family is affected.
He's
by
affected,
this.
definitely.
People around me are affected. And I think that's another thing when we're coming to support system.
Yes.
I saw that a lot. Well, I am blessed with a husband that understood his vows. And I think that it is important that I also give him his flowers because that man stood by me. I never thought that I don't understand the vows until I saw him understand his vows.
And you saw those vows in
And I
action.
saw those vows in action. My husband, throughout the whole year, every treatment he was there. Never missed it. He was there next to me working on his laptop on the passages. And on the passages where there's couches, there's other men that are sitting there while their wives are getting chemo. There's mothers, there's sisters.
Yes.
It's a whole community that is also struggling with their own thoughts
Yes.
and with their own plans, because you are sitting there and I'm getting my chemo. You have so many questions. Like, I remember we would come home with my husband and he'll be like, you know, babe, those men are suffering. This is unknown to them. And it's eating them. They don't know what to do. Some mothers are there, like, for example, my mother would be there with me while I'm getting chemo because my husband did not know how to take it. So he sent me home. Not because he doesn't love me, but he does not know how to take this. You understand? So there were mothers that were there with their kids because of that situation. But there were men that were there and they were having conversations amongst each other and asking each other, how do you do this when she reacts like this? When she does this?
Maybe when she's saying, leave me alone.
Yes, like,
but she's also saying, try leaving me on my own.
you know, like, how do you tackle it as a man? How do you? So you are infected, but there's people that are affected by this.
True.
You know, there is kids. I have 3 kids, and by then there were, one was in class, 2 were in primary. Life goes on. There's still homework. There's still assignments. They still expect me to be a mother to them. You know, and everybody is in this thing with you. So a support system is very important.
Yeah.
And also expectations of your support system is also important.
But how do you manage that? Because you have mentioned, you know, having a support system. There's also something that you say that is very, very profound. Because all the time. Yes, because maybe they're angry, like, why should it be me? So how best can people minister to their families?
I think communicating, man. Communicating, as much as we hear it with every relation.
Yes.
Communicating is important. I am so blessed that my husband allowed me to be kind to myself. He gave me that space to know that be kind to yourself.
Yes.
Go through the emotions. And he even told me that accept this journey. Because when you fight it, then you don't know how to tackle it.
Yes.
Because you are always fighting it. Accept it, and accepting it doesn't mean that you failed. You accept it because you want to know how you are going to tackle it and face it.
You're embracing the reality.
Yes, I'm
so that you
embracing
work.
it.
Yes.
So that I make a plan on
Yeah.
how I'm going to overcome this. But communicating, he allowed me to have my moments,
Yeah.
and he understood me. And I am one person that in my family, I communicate with my kids as well. No matter how small they are, I never took it as a thing that they don't understand.
The kids, they wouldn't get it. Yes.
Understand 110%.
Kids understand.
They understand when your mood switches, when the household now is not functioning a certain way, things are different. They get that. So I had to set my voice down, and I have boys only.
Yeah.
And I think,
Funny enough, you also have 3 words and 3 words.
so I had to really sit down with my kids and hear their point of view and tell them that, okay, Mama is going through this thing. And I actually asked them, when I asked them, I was driving back from picking the last one, so we 3 of us in the car going home. And I just asked them because I thought of, maybe I shouldn't tell them their father and I will go through this.
No,
And they
they
will
will
need
just
to
figure it out.
Yes. But then when I was driving, I was like, okay, Nana, boys, what do you know about cancer? I just said that, and
What
when
did
we were
they
driving.
say?
And my second was like, cancer kills people. Phew, that ate me up. Because then I was like, I shouldn't have mentioned it. You know, my second boy was like, no, Mama, cancer kills people. And my first child said, yeah, when people have cancer, they die. You know, and I was like,
And that's the narrative. Those are the blue balls we are seeing.
Yes.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, so how do I tell them that, oh, by the way,
I also
I also have this, so I'm going to die.
Wow.
So then I was like, okay. Then I started just having a conversation that, you know, Mama, they say that Mama also has it. And they were like, you have it, you have cancer. Then, like, you know how cancer, they say you have cancer. What is cancer? But they just told me that he was done. Like, oh, okay. No, then I started explaining to them as much as I can for their age.
Yeah.
No, they say that mama has a lump. Mama's gonna go through medication. I'm gonna feel like this. I'm not gonna be okay all the time.
Yes.
So if you see mama reacting this way, I'm just going through it. In my household, I think we used through it all the time.
Yes.
I'm just gonna go through with my kids and this and this. So when you see mama feeling like this, when I say I'm not okay, just give me a few minutes, I'm gonna be fine and all of those things. So we spoke about it like that, and I told them that, do you know that mama will have to cut her breast one day through this journey? And I think, you see, that part, what was throughout this whole journey, that part was the hardest for me, because I see myself as the first girlfriend to my kids.
Yes.
Now I am giving them a picture of a woman with no breast.
I get you.
That
Because you
first
really
life.
understand the female.
Yes.
I've seen, like, with her, normally, they're like, oh, we buy flowers for mommy. Oh, mommy likes pink because mommy's a girl. So I've seen
So I am the first picture of a woman to them. So now I struggled with it, because I thought to myself, what type of a picture am I giving them? That is, it is normal to have a woman with no breast, because a woman is breast. Even in the Bible, they talk about breast.
Song of Solomon.
So that one I struggled with, but I think also for myself, I needed to have a conversation with them to make me feel like they won't see me less.
And for you to also start processing it.
Yes.
When we speak about this thing, I know this is like a silly example, but I know in December, I always say to the boys, you're going to have to go back to school. So we're going to pick away the Christmas trees and you'll be going back to school.
Yes.
But I'm also telling myself that there's going to come a
preparing
time.
yourself.
Yeah, so it's not always going to be a holiday. They're going to have to be waking up early, going to bed, early as well.
So for me with the breast, my husband was the second worry. I think my boys were the first worry for me.
And how did they take it?
To say. So we sat down and I said, boys, Mama's gonna cut her breast. What do you think about that? And my boys, God, I love God. My firstborn said, Mama, you are not your breast. And I was like, and by that time he is 11.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, I'm not my breast. He said, no, Mama. We want you. We don't want your breast.
Hey,
Then
you are mama.
You are mama. Then the second one comes in because it's a joke and it's like, plus we are finished with the titties.
We now.
No, we are finished with them.
Exactly. Without
like,
meat on the cow.
No, you don't need them anymore. So at least that gave me the thing that I won't look like a monster.
It's the lies of the enemy. And to the people who matter, they don't care about
They
that.
don't care.
I promise, if you told them that you forgot a recipe for something, they're like, that was more traumatizing for them.
Than my breast.
Yeah.
Because even my mom was not having it before I went for my surgery after the chemo. She was like, what does it mean that you have to remove your breast? Like, how will you look? Like, did you really think of even my dad? My dad does not talk too much, but he worries, and you can see that he worries.
Speaks to God more.
So-
Less to you, but more to God.
So I had to Google women with no breast.
Oh,
to
wow.
just show them.
You went back to Google.
To show them that, okay, this is how I will look. Everybody prepare yourself. This is how I will look. Because my mom was like, can they just clean it and leave you alone?
And remove that part.
And I think my dad even had a conversation with me. We were just sitting and watching TV, and he just said, he doesn't talk too much, but he just said, Phenyo, what will that mean for your marriage? And I was like, what would mean what? Because I was not there in that conversation. I was not thinking he's talking about. But then when he said, no, you're removing your breast, what will that mean for your marriage? And I think for him, he was worried. Okay, now the husband is gone.
Now she can't bring my food.
No, I just got up with 3 kids. I cannot do this. But then, before that, I didn't think about it. But then I was just like, hey, Daddy, I don't know.
I think because in the whole picture, right, your husband will be your soldier.
So I never had to think.
You never had to think of him because he's the one who strengthened you, you know.
And we were having sex during chemo. Like when I got my strength, I busted it out. I made sure.
And I go,
No weapon.
This
No weapon
weapon.
formed against us.
I think that, you know, I actually like that. I love that because you know why? I promise you, mindset is everything. So people feel like I'm sick, so I'm not even allowed to have desire.
I'm not.
But if you're saying that, you know, if at that one point you're feeling a bit better and you can do extracurricular, then go for it.
Like we spoke about it, we said and we spoke. We even asked the oncologist when we were going through the process, and he was saying, ask questions. We both of us looked at each other and we looked at him like, then sex. And it's like, okay, I cannot speak on that. When she has strength, then you guys can. And we're like, okay, we went home. We said, okay, lovey. The doctor said when I have strength,
If the strength is there,
then he said, oh, okay, then you will indicate to me when you
Yes,
have
let me
strength.
know.
Then we will. Then, but I made sure as a woman, like I said, that I needed us to come out of it
definitely.
together.
But you see, it's the intentionality, right? And also, one thing that I'm actually praying that God help us with is that for a lot of women, they're not given that power. So they are having a partner who says, you are my wife. So today I saw you smiling on the phone. You are
saying,
yes. You see, so because hubby gave you your power, right? Then it was not upon you. So you knew that you had to determine that part.
Yes, and like he really tried, and because we spoke about it that we need to get out of this thing together.
Yes.
I did not want to win cancer and lose my marriage.
True.
Because my marriage is important to me.
Yes.
So I understood that I still have a duty to play here.
Yes.
When I have strength, trust me, I am showing up. For those days the way I won't have strength, I am showing up to make sure that he still understands that I'm his wife.
This is the one. So you
And
separate
I'm still here.
There's Phenyo, the patient, and there's
There's
the
no
wife.
wife. You know, like I was that girl who was buying lingerie on Shein. Like I was
Amen.
I was making sure that, you know, I still play my part because he
Yes.
must never forget that I'm the wife.
Amen.
He must never, like I wore that wig, I drew with the pencil. I made sure.
Whether the lights are skewed, like it's the intentionality.
I made sure that he never forgets that I'm the, but like it's unfair. He's still young. I can't expect him to just say I have a sick wife and just.
But it's because you made it a point to minister to your support system.
Yes.
We're still there. You know, you made it a point. Because more often than
pour
not,
into them as well.
Yes, more often than not, you know, when we're going through things, whether we are writing exams, whether someone is pregnant, it's always, I'm going through this. I remember at one point, yes, at one point we had a church mate, you know, who was like, why must my husband go to church? So I said to him, but when I get, it's you are feeding the baby. You don't need the husband's boob.
So you're holding the baby,
Yes.
you're holding your boob.
Yeah.
While you're feeding.
So I was like, you need to separate it. Because for me, when I gave birth, I said to my husband, go worship.
No, you can't.
Go worship, go minister, because I don't need you for anything right now. When I need
This
you,
is a partnership. This is a partnership. Of course, he is gonna be there for you the best way he can, and the kids are gonna be there for you. But you must understand that they also still kids.
definitely.
He's still my husband. He's still Tulani.
Exactly.
He is gonna need an outlet, like to a point where, because he dedicated himself too much to me, I was the one calling the friends and my dad to say, can you please just call Tulani to take him out?
But you see, it's that whole thing where I'm protecting you, so I don't want to go and make you feel sick.
Then you feel like I am laughing out there when you are
Yes,
on his bed. You know? But he needed that. His mental needed it.
And that's why, you know, you guys came out of it. Because like what you're saying, a lot of marriages now, the husband now feels guilty to do anything that makes, you know, that gives them joy. And now when the person is recovered, is now having fun. He's like, how do I adjust? How do I go back to the norm? Because for so long, you made me feel guilty.
Or because he's seeing you as a sickly person and you don't allow him to go and breathe. Now he merges into that sickly person thing that he doesn't even see you as his wife.
the wife, yes.
Now you are the sick person in his life.
Now he's a doctor.
Now he's the doctor. So now that romance that yearn for you, it disappears because now you are the sickly patient.
Because it's not just on the care.
Yeah, everything is, stuff. So, like, I just had to make sure. So, I spoke to the boys before my surgery, and we had the talk, and then I had the talk with my husband to say, okay, life or boobs? Which one do you want? You want life or boobs? Like I don't know honestly what he would have chosen.
But now how did he take it? Because I'm understanding at that point this is almost 8-9 months in the journey. So obviously the mindset has changed. This is almost like the finale.
No, he said, you know what, Lovey? The fears are that, according to what we've researched and talking to the doctor, if you leave your breast, it might come back to the same place. So, and I wouldn't want us to go through this thing again.
The same,
The same process. So I don't mind you going in and removing your breast. But you have to make that decision for yourself. So then after thinking about it, for me it was a given. I had small kids. I needed to live for my boys.
And you never wanted to do this again?
Yes, and no, trust me, I don't want to do it. So I just said, no, we're going to remove. Then I spoke to Dr. Ngobo. She scheduled me in for September after my last chemo thingy. And we went in, and I remember when we drove out, my husband touched my boobs and I like, say goodbye to those sex of yours. I wanted a boob reduction. I didn't say remove them all. Lord, like sometimes you miss it. Like I told you before. I said to me, I've been having it would be nice to be here. I didn't say take them all. So when we did go through the surgery, I went there and they removed, and after I stayed in the hospital for 3 days or something like that, then I got home. Obviously, you can't shower for a week or so. You are bandaged and stuff, and there's drains that you need to take care of. Then after that week, when you go to the doctor and she drains you and stuff, then you can shower. The first shower after the boobs was also emotional. I cried in the shower because now I looked down. Well, I didn't like my sex, but now
no longer.
I wanted my sex. I wanted them back.
My sleeper, where are you? So at that point, you didn't have.
I didn't have
the bandages and stuff.
No, and they took them off and dressed me and everything. So now I needed to go home and take a shower and live my normal life again. So the first shower I took, I just cried and I cried. And my husband came in because he thought that, why are you taking such a long shower? So when he came in, I was crying. I was bottled up in the corner. And like, I just looked at him and I was like, did we make a good decision? I look like a monster. And he just looked at me. And I told him again that I even remember saying to him, my marriage is over. It's okay. You can go. Like, who deserves to be with a woman like this? Look at me. I have no breasts. Like, what's going to happen now? Like, I took it so lightly. I was telling him that I took it so lightly.
When I was making the decision.
Now I'm looking at myself. I look like a monster. I'm looking at the scars across my chest. I don't know what I thought. Maybe I thought there'll be something left. I don't know what I thought. But when I looked at myself, it was not like that, and we just had a moment where we just cried together. I think he also just needed to release a few things because it has been so much.